Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Noah Bruce, and today we're going to be putting all of the Kanye albums into a tier making list. Just a disclaimer, you guys might not agree with some of these decisions I make, but some of them you might agree because I have a lot of similarities to other people's as well. Also, don't mind the hair. I was trying something new. Yeah, we'll change that in a future video. I'm not going to go too in depth to all these albums, but I will give my honest opinion and my pros and cons of some of these albums. So for the first one on the list, we have Ye. This was one of his more recent albums, so they're going to be a lot more different than his older stuff. The one thing I really like about this album is just how chill it is, how relaxing it is, how smoothly all the songs go through compared to all the other ones, how they're so different and not so relaxed as this one. We have songs like Ghost Town and Violent Crimes that are just so good and so unique that I'm just gonna have to put this at an A tier. Next we have Kids See Ghost. This is also a very recent album. It was a collage with Kanye West and Kid Cudi. Very short album, but I love most of the songs on here. I would say they're all really good. They're definitely a lot different than all of his other songs. We got to see a part 2 of Ghost Town, which is awesome. Kid Cudi and Kanye West are like one of my favorite duos in the rap game. We have songs like Reborn that are just killing it in this album and are so good and well produced. So I'm going to have to put it at an A tier again. Next we have Late Registration. And when I tell you this album is good, I mean it is so good. Some of my favorite songs of Kanye are on this album. And when I first listened to it, it was so amazing. It was one of my best days ever because I was just in a car listening to it fluently, and man, was it so good. One of my favorite songs on it is either Gone or Touch the Sky, and I think I'm going to have to put it at an S tier. Next we have Jesus is King. In my opinion, this album is actually really good, but some of the songs are really good in my top Kanye songs. I wouldn't say it's underrated, but I would say it's overhated. But in my opinion, I think I'm going to give it a B tier. Next up in line, we have Graduation. I can say so much about this album and how perfect it is and how well produced and how good it sounds. It's like angels are singing right into your eardrums. I think I would have to say every single one of the songs on this album are on my playlist. It's probably one of the best albums of hip-hop history. I'm gonna have to put it at S tier. Next up, we have The Life of Pablo. The song does have a lot of hits and does have a few misses. We have the song called Wolves, which is one of the best and funny meme songs of all time, I would say. And even if it wasn't a meme, it would be such a good song. But this album is just so long and there's so many songs that there's going to be a lot of misses, so I'm going to have to put it at an A tier album. Alright, this one a lot of people are going to hate me for. Everyone loves this album. People say it's so good and it's one of the best albums of hip-hop history. But when I listened to it, I really did not see the hype around it. This is just my opinion. There are songs like Jesus Walks and Through the Wire that are definitely one of my favorite Kanye songs. As much as I want to put it at an S tier, I think I'm going to have to go with A tier. Next up, we have 808s and Heartbreak. I wasn't really listening to Kanye when this came out, but a lot of people said it changed rap and it changed hip-hop for the good of it. And when I listened to it, it was great. It was amazing. I only had like 1 or 2 songs I did not like. I actually have the vinyl for it. It's actually right beside me. Listening to it on vinyl made it so much better. I'm gonna have to put it in the A tier. Next up, we have My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. This album is a classic. It is so good. It is so well produced. We have a lot of good features on this album. All of my friends have a lot of controversy with this album. In my opinion, it's one of the best of Kanye albums. There's a song called Power, and it was on my playlist way back when, and I didn't even realize it was Kanye till I grew up. That's kind of how I started becoming a Kanye fan. This is one of my first albums I ever listened to, so in my opinion, I'm gonna have to put it at an S tier. Alright, next up we have Yeezus. In my opinion, this album is a hit or miss. You either love it or you don't love it. And for me, I don't love it. There's a couple good songs in there. I don't see the hype around it. But we have the song On Site on it, which is one of my favorites. People like this album. I don't. I'm going to have to put it at a B tier. Next up, we have Cruel Summer. Never really listened to this album, but I've talked to my friend before making this, and he said it wasn't that good. So just in his opinion, I'm going to put it at a D tier. Now we have Watch the Throne, the last one of the list. Again, I've never listened to this. I never even knew Cruel Summer and Watch the Throne even existed. So again, for my other friend's opinion, I'm gonna have to put it at a C tier. That's basically gonna wrap it up. Let me know what you guys think about this tier list. Let me know what kind of changes you would flip-flop. Let me just hear your guys' opinions in the comments. Throw it all at me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Remember, stay awesome, and remember, anything is possible. Even when you're making a tier list and you might get a lot of hate for it. Peace.